part 2, best and worst 2025. Welcome to Horror Movie Rewind. I'm Dustin. Welcome back. Welcome for the first time. In any case, if you've never done so before, really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. The like wouldn't hurt as well.
Hope you like what you see.
I'm assuming you could read. This is part 2 of my best and worst of 2025. Really recommend going back and watching part 1 for no other reason that you understand the way we're going to be doing things around here with this series. Kind of proud of it. Some of my best acting. Anyhow, yeah, I'm probably going to do 2 more. Probably finish up New Year's Day that evening or sometime around then. Maybe a day or 2 late. That's kind of my modus operandi. Yeah, so clearly, you just seen the clip. Night of the Reaper is going to be my next on my favorites, if you will, of 2025. Again, in a better year, maybe an honorable mention, but overall, like I enjoyed it. That cold opening was pretty ruthless, if you know what I mean. If you've seen it, wasn't anything that really threw me for a loop as far as the rest of the film because they kept alluding to it. Plot holes were rampant throughout this film. There's kinds of slashers that are going to have that. You're going to have the red hair and stuff they never fill in. I did love the 80s retro nostalgia, whatever the hell you want to call it. And I know it's old. It's been beaten to death. People have been doing it for a decade plus. But I thought they did it just as well as anyone else, given their budget. We're not talking about Stranger Things, but I was born in 85, so that shit kind of hits me. I'm one of those people, right? The antagonist, the main one, never was on my radar, and I had about 6 or 7. Now, that could be a good and a bad thing sometimes. Like, in this case, I thought it was good. Sometimes when it's just so fucking far out of left field, then it just pisses me off at the end. She kind of made sense when I viewed it for a second time. There's a little hint here and there. The younger guy, Chad, not so much. Yeah, they gave him the Billy treatment from Scream, even though he was more of a Stu Macher character. But yeah, nobody ever thought that he didn't have anything to do with it. And I enjoyed the fact that they did the whole apartment search with his jock friend. And they was like, oh, they must be bad guys. They got a Texas Chainsaw Massacre poster on the wall. All in all, not a bad movie. I'm a sucker for slashers, especially with the 80s aesthetic to it. And again, better year might not be here, but it is. So let's move on.
Hi there. You know you got a fair amount of blood on you.
I always intended to do a review on it. And it was going to be negative to begin with. And then I watched it a couple of times and I kind of fell in love with it. There's a lot. It's really thick with references to other horror movies. I mean, the scene I just showed you, the opening scene, it's a weird one because it's not a great movie, although it's probably my favorite in that franchise. Not a fan at all of Leprechaun, but that is straight out of Leprechaun 3, like the one that's set in Vegas. And you got my dude Adam from Parks and Recs there, so yeah, that's funny, wearing that suit. And it's chock full of horror references. It's over the top with the kills, and they do that thing that I love, where they kill the people that you want to see die. The ant, my favorite kill by far, hands down, not just this year, probably like several years going back. It was so ridiculous, over the top. Let's watch a clip of that real quick. But yeah, I don't really have to justify it much. It's goofy ass, batshit crazy fun. And again, keep saying it, in a year like this where there was not a lot of things that really kicked the door down for me, The Monkey makes it in. All right. Damn sure not the worst of Osgood Perkins films this year. Keeper.